Okay, let's
create
go.
their own,
Let's go
though.
match
They
up. Let's
really
go match up to match up. Okay, so obviously what the people want to see is Caitlyn versus Paige. We're gonna do this. Who wins the matchup between Caitlyn and Paige? I already know what you're gonna say.
My girl, Caitlyn, what?
Okay.
A firestorm has erupted across the basketball world after Candace Parker and Aliyah Boston took on the explosive Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers debate on their podcast and delivered brutally honest opinions that are now shaking the sport, because this isn't random noise from social media, but championship-level voices from the WNBA breaking down who would truly dominate in a head-to-head battle, and their response is not only unexpected, but is also sparking intense controversy everywhere. So, before we reveal exactly what they said and why the reaction is so explosive, drop your vote in the comments right now and tell us, are you Team Caitlyn or Team Paige? Because once you hear what real professionals believe about this matchup, your answer might completely change. Fire basketball.
We saw a WNBA post about 2024 versus 2025 all rookie teams. Who wins a game to 21? Why is it 21? Why can't it just be who wins a game?
No,
why is it gotta be 21?
Because people played at 21. That's what they
21 is like not 5 on 5. 21 is like, yo, check up. We got 3 people. You never played jackpot.
But you
come on, man.
You can't just play to 21. Like, what's the problem with 21?
I want a full game. And we're gonna go down the list. This is kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoza, Rickea Jackson, Phoebish versus 2025, which is Paige Bueckers, Sonia Citron, Kiki Irafren, Dominique Malonga, and Janelle Salon.
Candace Parker and Aliyah Boston have just released a new podcast episode where they took on the debate that has been dominating basketball talk for months. Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers. And this wasn't a casual discussion at all, because they went all in by analyzing matchups, comparing skill sets, and delivering their raw, unfiltered opinions on who would actually win in a real game. And now their bold takes are sparking powerful reactions across the entire basketball community.
I can't even lie, though. Hear me out. I low-key think 2024 would win that.
They definitely have more shooting on 2024.
This entire debate was sparked by a WNBA social media post that posed one simple but explosive question: the 2024 rookie class versus the 2025 rookie class in a game to 21. Who wins? And Aliyah Boston immediately challenged the format by questioning why it was limited to 21 instead of a full game, while Candace Parker defended it by saying pickup games are played to 21. But Aliyah stood firm, arguing that only a full game could truly reveal rotations, fatigue, and coaching adjustments. And honestly, she made a strong point, because 21 points doesn't show how momentum or strategy really unfolds. But once they broke down the actual rosters, things became even more intense, as the 2024 class featured Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, and Rickea Jackson, while the 2025 group included Paige Bueckers, Sonia Citron, Kiki Irafren, Dominique Malonga, and Janelle Salon. And while both sides are stacked with talent, the styles are completely different, which is exactly what made this debate so electric. And Candace immediately pointed out that the 2024 class holds the clear edge in shooting, especially with Caitlin Clark on the floor, because her range is unlimited, her shot creation is elite, and her presence alone completely reshapes how defenses are forced to operate, stretching the floor, killing help defense, and opening up the entire offense for everyone around her.
Really
okay, let's go match up.
Let's
go match up to match up. Okay, so obviously what the people want to see is Caitlyn versus Paige. We're gonna do this. Who wins the matchup between Caitlyn and Paige? I already know what you're gonna say.
My girl, Caitlyn, what?
Okay.
Once they shifted into the one-on-one matchups, the debate truly exploded, and the showdown everyone dreams about, the battle that would sell out arenas and shatter TV ratings, is Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers, widely considered the most gifted guard duo to emerge from college in the last decade, both carrying championship DNA, massive fan bases, and the rare ability to completely take over a game. And when asked who wins that battle, Aliyah Boston answered instantly, without hesitation, by backing her girl Caitlyn, a statement that carries serious weight because she plays alongside her on the Indiana Fever and witnesses firsthand her preparation, relentless work ethic, and ice-cold performance under pressure. making this far more than blind loyalty, but rather a teammate's informed endorsement, especially coming from one of the smartest minds in the WNBA who doesn't chase headlines with empty takes. And Candace's reaction added even more fuel because Candace Parker clearly expected that answer and didn't strongly push back, which is telling coming from a Hall of Fame level veteran who has evaluated elite talent for 2 decades, quietly signaling how legitimate this opinion really is. But the truth is this rivalry stretches far beyond basketball into media narratives, fan loyalty, and the future direction of the women's game. With Caitlin building her legacy through 4 dominant college seasons to become the most accomplished player the NCAA has ever seen, while Paige battled injuries and disruptions, yet still remained one of the most polished and dangerous talents in the sport. 2 completely different journeys that are both valid, both elite, and guaranteed to keep the head-to-head debate burning with passion every single time it's mentioned.
Sonia Citron and Rikia. We'll do Rikia. Sonia Citron and Rikia.
I still think Rikia can win that. You think Sonia's gonna win that?
That is more of like a coin toss, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Skill set wise, they actually play very similar, but I do think system wise it's different. So we're seeing different skill sets.
That's true.
Because Rikia doesn't play in Sonia's system and Sonia doesn't play in Rikia's system.
Then they shifted to the next head-to-head, Sonia Citron versus Rikia Jackson, and Candace Parker immediately called it a true coin flip, with Aliyah Boston agreeing, because both are versatile wings who can score, defend, and influence, winning in multiple ways. But Candace added a deeper layer by pointing out how much a player's system shapes how their skills are showcased, explaining that Rikia doesn't play in Sonia's system and Sonia doesn't play in Rikia's, which is a sharp way to evaluate talent since a player's impact often looks different depending on the environment they're in. With Rikia currently playing for the Los Angeles Sparks in a system that may not highlight every part of her game, while Sonia will land in a completely different setup that could unlock other parts of her skill set. Meaning that a true comparison between them isn't just about raw ability, but about how their games would translate in a neutral setting or directly against each other.
Angel and Kiki.
Let me tell you, that would be one heck of a matchup.
Right?
That would really be one heck of a matchup.
That's what I said. 21 isn't enough.
You're right. We probably should do a full game.
That's what I said. We should do a full game. What's 21? 21 is like...
Next up was the fierce head-to-head between Angel Reese and Kiki Iriefan. And both Candace Parker and Aliyah Boston agreed it would be an absolute battle, with Aliyah emphasizing that the matchup alone would be unforgettable. And you could hear genuine respect in her voice because both Angel and Kiki bring relentless physicality, intensity, and energy to every possession, never backing down or taking plays off, making this potentially the most electrifying duel of the entire hypothetical game. And it was here that Aliyah returned to her earlier argument about 21 points not being enough, explaining that a clash like Angel versus Kiki truly needs a full game to reveal its depth, because short pickup games can swing on lucky bounces or hot streaks, whereas over a full 40-minute battle, the better, smarter, and more conditioned player almost always prevails. Meaning that reducing such matchups to a quick race to 21 simply doesn't capture the full complexity and skill involved. After breaking down every individual matchup, Candace Parker boldly declared she would back the 2024 rookie class to come out on top, citing their shooting advantage and greater overall experience. But she also made a striking observation about Dominique Malona, noting that in the long run, she could be one of the greatest post players in WNBA history, which is incredibly high praise coming from someone who has played with and against the best bigs over the past 2 decades. And what sets Dominique apart, according to Candace, is the rare combination of size, skill, and elite basketball IQ. She's not just tall, she can pass, finish with both hands, read positioning and angles, all the traits that translate to sustained professional dominance. So while Candace believes the 2024 class would win today, she openly recognizes that the 2025 class contains players with potentially higher ceilings in the long term. And the conversation then took a lighter, fun turn as they began comparing their own rookie classes. Candace Parker's 2008 rookie class included herself, Sylvia Fowles, Candace Wiggins, Nikki Anisike, and Monty Ajavan. while Aliyah Boston's 2023 class featured Diamond DeShields, Dorka Yush, Jordan Heston, and Lee Uru. And while Aliyah initially tried to be diplomatic by backing her own squad, Candace pressed her on whether she could honestly say the 2023 class would win. And Aliyah's answer was perfect, admitting, "I would be lying, and I would hate to get up on this pod and start lying." Showing the kind of authenticity that makes these discussions so valuable, because she could have given a corporate-style answer about talent being balanced, but instead she kept it real, acknowledging that Candace's 2008 class was absolutely stacked with multiple Hall of Famers, championships, and MVPs, while the 2023 class, though talented, isn't at that level yet and may never reach it. With Candace giving some credit by noting that we now have the benefit of seeing how the careers of the 2008 class actually unfolded, while the 2023 class is only 2 years into their careers, with Jordan Heston sidelined by injury and Diamond DeShields dealing with injuries and trades that disrupted her development. The gap between the 2008 and 2023 classes is still clear to anyone being honest. And what makes this entire discussion fascinating is how it reveals the depth of professional players' talent evaluation. Because Candace and Aliyah aren't just looking at stats or highlight reels, they analyze systems, matchups, physical tools, basketball IQ, work ethic, and potential. And when they debate whether Caitlin Clark could beat Paige Bueckers, they're thinking about who would truly win in a fully competitive, high-pressure game with both players fully motivated and prepared. And the fact that Aliyah immediately chose Caitlin tells us everything we need to know, because she isn't just rooting for a teammate. She's making an informed assessment based on daily first-hand experience, having watched Caitlin prepare, adjust to defenses, and perform in clutch moments, which carries far more weight than any talking head on television who's never played professionally. And beyond who would win, the very existence of this debate highlights the sophistication and passion with which elite players think about the game. The fact that we're even comparing rookie classes and analyzing individual matchups is a testament to how strong and vibrant women's basketball is today. Because these debates exist only when fans are engaged, media is paying attention, and players themselves participate thoughtfully and entertainingly. And the Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers rivalry has become the defining showdown of this generation, echoing the legendary Bird versus Magic debates that shaped the NBA in the 1980s. And these aren't just elite athletes, but cultural icons representing different styles, approaches, and fan bases. And just like Bird versus Magic, this debate will likely never be fully settled because both have legitimate claims to being the best. While Candace Parker and Aliyah Boston's conversation underscores that evaluating greatness requires considering far more than points scored. Shooting, athleticism, basketball IQ, system fit, chemistry, and experience all matter, and you can't simply compare scoring averages and declare a winner. Basketball is far too complex to be reduced to points or stats, and the best evaluators, the players who've competed at the highest levels, understand that complexity in ways casual fans often don't. And the comment about Dominique Malona potentially becoming one of the greatest post players in WNBA history shows that these professionals think long-term, projecting careers, identifying traits that lead to sustained excellence. And when someone with Candace Parker's resume highlights that kind of potential, it demands attention. While the honesty in this conversation is equally striking, Aliyah Boston could have dodged picking between Caitlin and Paige, offering a safe, diplomatic answer, but instead she made a choice and stood by it, providing the authentic insight fans crave but rarely see from athletes coached to avoid controversy. And beyond the entertainment value, these debates matter because they create engagement, spark discussions across social media, attract new fans, and increase visibility for women's basketball, proving that even a hypothetical discussion about rookie classes serves a larger purpose in growing the game, which is exactly why Candace Parker and Aliyah Boston's insights on Caitlin versus Paige resonate so strongly. In the end, Aliyah Boston chose Caitlin Clark without hesitation, leaving fans to decide for themselves. Do you agree with her assessment, or does Paige Bueckers still get your vote? Share your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe for more women's basketball content, because this debate shows no signs of slowing down and will continue to spark conversation, analysis, and passionate opinions for a long time to come.